Attention parents. Want to stop your children from sexting or perhaps texting while driving? Our next guest has a very cool new product that will do just that, in addition to some other neat things we're going to be talking about. The CEO and founder of TASER International is Rick Smith. Rick, welcome back into Tomorrow. How are you?
It's great to be here. You know, I was here the year you guys were born 15 years ago.
Wow.
It seems like yesterday.
It does seem like yesterday, and we continue to do all the cool things that we're working on, and we're glad that you were able to join us in our 15th season launch. Of course, TASER, very well known for assisting police departments all around the country and the world, for that matter. You're showing some new product here that we can talk about, and I want to make sure early on that I get word to all of our audience that you want to visit our website, because we've got specific video, further proof that a couple of my guys will do anything for the show. Jason and Rob got tased right before we went on the air with this interview so that we could videotape all the events, and you'll see what Chris and Andres were shooting. Do check that video out. Look for this weekend show page. We'll have that highlighted for you there at intotomorrow.com. But first of all, what are you showing that's brand new here from TASER at CES?
Well, we're launching a new service called Protector. A lot of people think TASER, and of course they associate our brand with the electronic weapons.
Right.
But we started this business to protect life, to prevent senseless deaths. And, of course, the first place we started was in developing new, safer weapons that have revolutionized how police do their work in 15,000 agencies around the world. But we're not about technology. Again, we're about a mission of protecting life. So we're now launching a service called Protector that is basically it's a platform to empower parents in a mobile world. And put a little color on that. Right now, I've got 3 kids and 2 more on the way.
Wow!
When
you're busy.
I am. Well, my wife's really busy with twins that are due in about a month.
Oh my gosh!
But when you give your kid a mobile phone, it has changed the game of parenting. 20, 30 years ago, as a parent, you were very involved in your kid's social life. Mm-hmm. If your kids wanted to hang out with somebody, you say, "Hey, bring them over to the house. I want to meet this kid." As soon as you give your kid a cell phone right now, you are absolutely in the dark. You don't know who they're talking with, what sort of content they're exposed to. And that might be okay when they're 18, but when they're 10, and most kids are now getting their phone under the age of 10, we want to create ways to empower parents to better protect their families. So we've developed a system called Protector. And in its simplest, it is a dashboard that runs on the parent's phone. And it enables me to connect with, supervise, and control my kids' mobile phones in real time. And it scales with them over time. So just to, in its most basic form, I might have a 8-year-old kid where, let me come in here, and what I'll do is I've got my 2 kids listed here. Now, let's say for my young kid, I've got it set it up so that anytime there's a call from somebody that I don't know, it routes to me first as the parent.
Really? So the caller will go to you so that you determine whether or not your child should be able to take that call.
Exactly. Now, at this point, cool. I say, I don't know that number. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull up my options. I'm going to say, connect me to the caller. And I can talk to him. Oh, Jimmy, it's the teacher.
Yeah.
I'll connect that. But wait a minute. No, I don't know who this is. Why do you want to talk to my kid? Again, it's basic parenting, just delivered through new mobile technology.
And I'm seeing things like connect me to the caller, connect and monitor, so you can actually just listen in during the conversation.
Exactly. Just like companies do with advanced PBX systems with their customer care, I can connect and listen to my kid. Or I can just connect into calls that are ongoing with my child. If you've got a kid that you're worried it might be getting into drugs or something else, this gives you a way to start to interact with them in a whole new way.
And, of course, other options, block always or allow always, because perhaps that's grandma's new phone or what have you. You want to make sure that she's able to communicate.
Exactly. So let's say we're always going to allow that one. So if we go on one of the more advanced features, we can now do it with sexting, texting, MMS. So, for example, here, let's say I've got a 12-year-old kid. I don't want to monitor all their text messages.
Yeah, drive you nuts.
But with Protector, with our platform, we're doing it in the background. And if we pick up skin tones that are consistent with naked pictures, now we alert the parent, say, hey, you may want to check this out. I can then see it, say, block, allow, etc.
Now, this Protector is available now?
Protector will be available this summer. We're here at CES launching it for all our retail partners, preparing for a summer launch.
And what kind of cost is going to be associated with this, and what platforms will it work on, various phones and so forth?
It'll work on any smartphone.
Good.
It'll be available. You can buy phones pre-configured, or you can just download it onto the phone. Service will run anywhere from $9 a month to $29 a month. And as a kid gets older, the highest level of this, we have a module that installs in the car called Driver Protector to stop driving and texting, which is one of the most dangerous things. It's killing more teens than anything else right now.
And great, kudos to you guys for not only seeing this problem, but addressing it and allowing parents to finally take some control and deal with it, whether they're the younger kids, you want to monitor, you want to have a little more control, or the older kids, as you mentioned, about texting while driving. We've only got about a minute left, and I want to make sure we get into certainly the new TASER that's available as well for police officers. Let's talk about that, too. And, again, remind our audience to come by the site and watch Jason and Rob being tased.
I've seen thousands of people get tased. This is one of the more entertaining events I've seen, so I'll be on the website.
Yes.
These guys are characters. This is the new X3. It's a multi-shot taser, so it's the world's first semi-automatic. We can engage 3 targets at the same time. I can display a warning arc as well, so I may not even have to shoot you. Hey, you know what? Do you really want to get hit with 50,000 volts?
And it's showing 50,000 volts at the front of this weapon, and to show the subject, perhaps you don't really want to encounter this, do you? But if you continue to persist, you're going to feel it.
Yep. We all want to deter it. The last thing in the world you want to do is actually have to hit somebody with a taser, and by showing them the arc, most people are smart enough to just pack it in.
For sure. Now, this is something that police departments will be able to take advantage of in the near future.
Yeah, we just started shipping these in December.
Terrific. Well, you've got a lot of technology. You're talking about GPS technology, all sorts of cool things that you guys are working on. And real quick, in 20 seconds, the camera that police officers can wear that's going to be showing video of any encounter with a subject. They can simply tap, as I understand it, one button and start videotaping an event that they may feel might need to be shown perhaps in court.
Exactly. We've gone through a fair number of court cases with our law enforcement customers, and I can tell you, never does the story of the officer and the story of the subject match.
Go figure.
Go figure. So now what we're providing is an impartial record. This camera was used just last month in Fort Smith, in the South, where an officer was involved in a fatal shooting. They had to shoot and kill a subject. Normally that officer would be off the street for a month while the investigation goes on. Internal Affairs was able to download the video, and in a matter of hours, they were able to clear the officer.
Wow. It was certainly a justified, necessary shooting. Too bad it had to happen, but he was able to be exonerated. He did his job.
Right. And it saved grief on the family and everybody else going through a protracted court case.
Oh, of course, yeah.
Because now we're able to show, you know what, he warned the subject 9 times. The subject pointed a gun at the officer, and the officer fired.
Well, keep making the appropriate products to help our police officers around the country. And as a former Miami-Dade police officer for many years, I thank you personally for, I know that the job is helping. And as a parent, I think it's very cool what TASER International is doing now as well with Protector. You can see it all at taser.com, TASER.com. We'll link you to Rick's site as well. Rick, thanks for joining us here at CES in Las Vegas.
Great. I'll see you again on your 16th year.
Very good. Excellent. We're back with more from Las Vegas. I'm Dave Graveline. This is Into Tomorrow on the Advanced Media Network. Don't go away.